iPhone 7 Plus versus iPhone X. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Sam Anderson, aka Mrpreneur, and I'm coming to you with my first product review. Now, I plan to do a lot of these product reviews, but the stuff I'm going to be reviewing is going to vary. It's going to go from tech, shoes, clothing, electronics, you name it. If I'm buying it, I'm reviewing it. So for those of you who know me, know I am a huge Apple head. Apple Watch, iPhones, iMac, MacBook, and I have 2 Apple TVs in the house. So I'm gonna let you know that this review is gonna be a little bit biased. I am reviewing 2 iPhones, but what I'm recommending may actually surprise you. So I recently just picked up the new iPhone X. I've had it for about a week and a half now, and I want to hold off to do a review until I had the phone for at least a week. The iPhone 7 Plus I've had for a little over a year. So that's been my go-to phone here for the last 12 months. Now, generally when a new iPhone comes out, I'm one of the first people that wants to jump on it. I have to have the new gear. I have to have the new tech. I just need it. Or maybe I don't need it. I just want it. I'm addicted to tech. So when the iPhone X came out, I was so hyped up. Every Apple keynote I'm watching, I was seeing all the reviews. I was hearing all the specs on the new phone, and I was getting really excited. I wasn't actually able to get my hands on the iPhone when it first released. I had to wait a couple months. It ended up being that Holly and I had to go get a new plan. She needed to upgrade her phone. We're about to get married, so we figure it's best to be on a plan together now. Now, in hand, I have to say I probably enjoy the iPhone 7 Plus more than I do the iPhone X. I think that just comes down to how long I've used both of the products. Again, I've used this a week and a half, been using this over a year. I've gotten really used to the big screen, all the real estate here, the thinness of this phone. This phone is a little bit thinner. You guys can see a little bit thinner with the iPhone 7 Plus than on the iPhone X. But for those of you who are upgrading from a smaller phone, if you've never had the Plus version, this is going to feel just right in your hand. This phone is actually a little bit bigger than the iPhone 6, the iPhone 7, the iPhone 8, but you're getting more real estate on the screen here. So the phone is actually about the same size, but you're getting more real estate here. Now let's talk about one of the main things everybody's discussing with the new iPhones, facial recognition. I gotta say, right now I'm not the biggest fan of facial recognition. And that's for one main reason. The main reason is because when I go to unlock my phone, it unlocks it by my face, and then I actually have to swipe up, which is just making it an extra step, versus on my iPhone 7 Plus, I just put my fingerprint down and it unlocks the phone immediately. So I don't know why they create an extra step for this. That's probably more of a software thing. I'm guessing in an upgrade, they're gonna change this so that you can just look at your phone and it automatically unlocks. Like, why the extra step, Apple? Why the extra step? Now, in terms of screen resolution, I have to give it to the iPhone X. I don't think it's leaps and bounds above the iPhone 7 Plus, but it is a significant difference. When I'm viewing video on here, it's just a little bit crisper. Even just navigating through my phone, it just looks a little bit cleaner than the iPhone 7 Plus. Speed. The iPhone X is a little bit faster. Not so much that I'm on this and I'm thinking, why is this so slow? Like, the speeds are actually pretty close, but I do notice just a little bit more power and speed using the iPhone X. Price. Now here's the big conundrum from everybody is this phone really worth $1,000? I know there's an Android phone that's on the market for around $1,000. I'm not sure if the Google Pixel, there's some other phone that's like $1,000. The $1,000 price tag, here's my thought process. People will spend $1,000 on a computer, a TV, won't think twice about it. But your phones, you're using your phone on a daily basis for hours. There's probably no device that you use in your life more than your phones. So I think it's absolutely worth the money. The other side of that, one thing I learned switching plans, getting a new plan with Holly, is that phone companies are no longer really allowing you to get that discounted phone price anymore. You either pay the $1,000 or they break it up in a lease over your monthly bill. Now, breaking that down, there's no interest rate, so whether you pay it by month or you pay $1,000 flat out, you're still paying the same price. It's only about a $20 difference in my phone bill. Really not a big deal. Holly's phone, we actually got a lot cheaper in terms of the monthly rate because she was able to turn in her old phone and get the credit to our account. The reason I have two phones now is I've had this phone number forever. Most of my business contacts have this number, and I found out that I actually couldn't get rid of this number and transfer it to a new line. So I'm stuck with two phones, which really isn't as cool as it sounds. It's annoying. Now let's talk about image quality. Woo! You know, that's one of the main things I'm doing for my business is marketing. The camera on these devices, molto bella, molto bella. Now, using the iPhone 7 Plus camera, I have loved it. The portrait mode is insane. That was the main reason I got this phone. Two main reasons, the screen size and the camera. I have loved the camera on the iPhone 7 Plus. Portrait mode is incredible. We put photos up on our websites for my businesses, our social media, and people think I'm using a big rig like this when I'm actually just using the iPhone. You really don't need a whole lot of tech to get a great picture. It's all about framing, positioning, and lighting. These cameras on these phones are so high tech now, anybody can take a really good picture. Now the camera on the iPhone X, pretty similar in terms of portrait mode. The clarity is just a little bit crisper on the iPhone X over the iPhone 7 Plus, but I guarantee most of the people that follow me on Instagram, you probably can't tell the difference between the photos on my iPhone 7 Plus and my iPhone X. The difference with the iPhone X is that they have different lighting modes. Now the different lighting modes they have in portrait mode are natural light, studio light, couture light, and then you have a stage light in black and white and color that blurs out the background, or I should say blacks out the background. Really, to be honest, guys, I've only used the natural light, which has the same feature on the iPhone 7 Plus. The studio light and the couture light, I just haven't been in the right settings yet to be able to utilize that. I have used the stage light mono, which is a black and white, which blacks out your background. Pretty cool. If you want to check that out, you can see a few of those samples on my Instagram page. Now, where the iPhone X trumps the 7 Plus in terms of photography, it's in the front-facing camera. The front-facing camera now has portrait mode, which means previously you could only get those cool photos with the bokeh effect, the blurry background, using the back camera. Now with the iPhone X, you can actually do that in the front and create some awesome selfies. Ooh, oh, I like that. Oh yeah. So that's where the iPhone X trumps the 7 Plus. Gotta give it to them on the photos. Image stability. Now I'm not gonna go too much in this in terms of video, but the iPhone X is just a little bit better than the 7 Plus. They both have image stabilization. You can get some crisp, really good video shots on both of these phones, but I mean the iPhone X just barely inches it out. Forgot to silence my Apple Watch before I started this. And when I say barely, I mean just barely. I mean, again, I don't think this thing is leaps and bounds above the 7 Plus, but I mean, it is the superior camera. I haven't got a chance yet to do a lot of video footage on the iPhone X yet. I have done a fair amount on the 7 Plus over the last year, but I will be making an entire video all shot on this iPhone. I will tell you, in terms of video production, it's generally not the camera that you're shooting with. It's the editing and having the right eye to capture the moment. I could probably take a 720p camera and create an awesome video. It's all in the editing, transitions, music, graphics, all these other things. But I do want to show you guys the level of quality out of these phones, so I will be doing a quick video on that. So my recommendation, if you are coming from the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus, I actually would not upgrade to the iPhone X. I don't think it's a big enough jump to make the switch, pay the extra money. It's just not worth it to me. Now, if you're coming from the iPhone 5 or iPhone 6, I would recommend you to upgrade. You're definitely going to see a huge change between those phones and the iPhone X. Well, that's it for today's review. I hope you guys enjoyed my first product review. Hit that like button for me, comment below, let me know what you thought. What were your thoughts? Do you think I was off? Do you think I was on? Do you agree? Do you not agree? And let me know what products you want me to review. I already have some things in my mind as to what I'm reviewing next. Sneakers are definitely on the list. People, I'm a sneakerhead, I have a problem. But all that will be coming soon. Thanks so much, guys, and have an awesome day.